If the EU resolution is adopted, then the forced relocation mechanism will come into effect. Countries that refuse to accept illegal immigrants will have to pay financial penalties, more than €20,000 for each person not accepted. These proposals do not solve the problem of illegal immigration, but on the contrary, they encourage criminals, smuggling mafias, and human traffickers to bring illegal migrants here. After all, if they get such a signal that we are not focusing on sealing the border, we are basically unsealing this border and only solve the problem when the illegal migrants get here to Europe, and we are going to deploy them all over Europe. This is a fatal direction. Legislative work on the migration and asylum package has been stalled due to the veto of the blocking minority: Poland, Hungary, Austria, the Czech Republic, the Netherlands, Slovakia, and Germany. Germany withdrew from the coalition last week. I, for one, believe that this migration pact, which is now on the table, is good for Poland. Poland is a frontline country. It has a huge migration from Ukraine, in the future probably also from Belarus. This legislation is good. Germans have to wait in long lines in a situation where there are hundreds, if not thousands, of patients in front of them who are still illegal. What's more, there was a German study like this in the spring, which quickly disappeared. But from this study, it appeared that 60% of these people are not working permanently. Some of these people the Germans would be happy to share with the rest, especially Poland. Berlin's sudden change of position has sparked surprise among members of the so-called blocking minority. On the issue of asylum law, internal divisions in Germany continue to run high. Former Bundestag President Wolfgang Schäuble has advocated cutting social benefits for asylum seekers and imposing a uniform level of such benefits across Europe. We have to realize that we can no longer afford such an asylum policy. If we offer a higher level of social benefits, we should not be surprised that people emigrate to Germany. Chancellor Olaf Scholz is stepping up Schengen border controls. Paradoxically, it is mainly Germany that funds NGOs that in the Mediterranean Sea help migrants reach Italian shores. The government of Giorgia Meloni has deemed the funding of such organizations to be a detriment to interest in the community. The United Right camp agrees with this opinion. They don't want to come to Poland, Lithuania, or the Czech Republic. They want to come to Germany, at worst to France or the Netherlands. But until someone in the European Union wakes up and starts thinking rationally in terms of seeking a policy that would discourage the uncontrolled flow of illegal migrants, this phenomenon will continue to grow. If forced relocation takes effect, the problem of mass migration will affect the entire European Union. France, Italy, and Germany are in favor of tightening asylum laws. Poland's position in negotiations with Brussels would be strengthened by public opposition, confirmed in a referendum. I solemnly before you annul this referendum. Donald Tusk is pursuing the same policy he pursued when he was in power in Poland, the subordination of Poland to German policy, which will eventually lead to a German-Russian alliance. To actually agree to this would mean the liquidation of Polish independence. We cannot allow this to happen. Wednesday's vote in the European Parliament was scheduled at the request of the European People's Party, Manfred Weber, which includes the Civic Platform and PSL MEPs. It should be mentioned that this German politician announced Donald Tusk as the European People's Party representative in Poland. Meanwhile, a few weeks ago, the Civic Platform took out a 25 million zloty loan from mBank, whose majority shareholder is the German Commerzbank, and whose largest shareholder is the German government. Tensions are escalating in many countries due to mass immigration to Europe. Clashes between police and gangs of juvenile arrivals from Africa and Asia and Sweden have left civilians dead, 12 in September. Last week, Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson decided to engage the military to fight against the migrant gangs.